on the 5. It's still Fontana Police behind the vehicle. CHP airship overhead, though. And CHP is being asked to help with spike strips as well as with traffic breaks. I can tell you that the units up here of the CHP said they're going to help with those spike strips, but I won't mention exactly where they're at. I do know because I've been listening to the scanner, but we'll see if this guy's able to dodge them. And once he passes them, I'll let you know. But in the meantime, I'll just give a few shout outs to some of our friends here on X who are following along with us here on NBCLA.com and all of our streaming platforms. Our viewer, Sky Shepherd. Thank you, Sky. You always watch with us, so thank you for tuning in. We've got also Bulletproof Windows out of Buena Park. Thank you for watching. I know you're an avid viewer. We see you often. Our friend Rob Emery, of course. Who can forget Rob? Thank you for watching. And I did just get a good question from our viewer, Beachfern91. The question is, how far north can we follow this? That is an excellent question. So we get to a certain point of darkness coming up ahead where we just can't continue. We don't have night vision capability. We do have a night vision camera. We have an infrared on our camera, so we can see things pretty well at night, but not when it comes to flying. And so for that reason, when we get to just south of Castaic, that's pretty much our cutoff point. Beyond that, of course, you're going to be entering into Kern County, and it's not an issue where we can't follow it into another county per se. We just can't follow it because of darkness. But that's going to be, again, once we get to Castaic. We're currently still kind of Santa Clarita-ish, Newhall area. We haven't even made it as far as Stevenson Ranch yet. So we do have a little ways to go. Of course, I'll warn you guys as we get closer to Castaic, but that's kind of going to be our cutoff point is Castaic. You didn't? There we go. So back with you guys here. I had to take care of a little housekeeping issue up here. But we're northbound on the 5, still coming up to Cal Grove. So we're in Santa Clarita, Newhall area. After that, Stevenson Ranch. And then we've got Six Flags Magic Mountain. Okay, coming up to Lions. It is, yeah. Yeah. I think so, yes. Right there. He just ran over the spike strip. Cool. So I didn't want to say it before because I didn't want to tip him off in any way, but he did just run over a spike strip. I believe it was good. Yeah, I think it got the passenger side of the vehicle. It looked good to me. Yeah, so that did look good to me. So we'll see. We'll see if we start to see him slow down. Spike strips don't immediately stop the vehicle. The tires, if he did run over it, the tires will slowly start to deflate. So it could still take a while. But I've also seen it end things very quickly. So we'll keep an eye on it. There's going to be more coming up along the way, though, and it's going to be a guessing game for this guy to figure out where they're going to be. We knew that that one would be there because I'm listening to the scanner here, and I heard them say it. So at this point, the officers behind him can't tell if it was successful or not. It looked good to me from this vantage point. But we'll see if it starts to affect the vehicle in any way. So we are now in Stevenson Ranch, still northbound 5, approaching Valencia Boulevard. Units are getting ever so close here. He is slowing down a lot. Let's see. This might be it. Let's see. I think he's got it flat. Okay, cool. So let's see. Coming to a stop. Again, he's believed to possibly be armed. So I'm going to... Yeah, so they're saying good spike, so he does have a flat. So I'm going to widen out here until we see his hands, and there we go. Hands are up towards the sky. They're asking him to lift up his shirt so that they can see his waistband and make sure that there's nothing on his person that could possibly harm them. You see the police K-9 there. He's trying to go for it, but it looks like this guy's complying in every way. So your services aren't needed there, buddy. He's walking back towards the officers. They're going to try to get him away from the police dog there, being held back by the handler. Oh, there we go. They unleashed the dog on him anyway. They're bringing him down, tackling the suspect, about 6 officers or so. I think the dog got a good bite of his leg. You see the Fontana police officers there. So they have him down on the ground. They have him handcuffed. Because the dog did bite him, it does become a use of force. It will also mean that the fire department's going to have to come out here and make sure he's okay. So if he's not, then he'll have to go to the hospital. The nearest hospital is Henry Mayo. That's not far away. Of course, he'll go escorted by a police officer. We're in LA County's jurisdiction now. We're in LA County Sheriff's jurisdiction. So it does look like he's hurting there from the dog bite, kind of having trouble walking, having trouble keeping his pants up. But they'll do a quick search of his person, a thorough one now, or at least a little more thorough than what they were able to do before. Make sure that he doesn't have any weapons on him. Again, they believed that this guy was armed. So that's kind of what they're looking for. That's more than kind of what they're looking for. That's definitely what they're looking for, to see if he still has that weapon. This was a very lengthy chase, so there's always a possibility that he could have dumped it. But they're going to search the vehicle, see if they can find it. Of course, they already cleared the car to make sure nobody else was inside, and there isn't anyone else inside. So this police chase ends here in Santa Clarita, the 5 freeway at Valencia Boulevard, the northbound side of the freeway, after a very lengthy chase that started all the way in Fontana and ended here in Santa Clarita. I'm just going to quickly show you the 5 freeway. I want to see how bad the backup is.